always say you don't work a job for money, you work a job for knowledge, and it's up to you to take advantage of those types of jobs. So I have a young man that followed me on social media, reached out to me about a year ago. Danny, Mr. Miyagi, served some time in the military. You want to tell us about your time in the military?
Yeah, I went in 2012, signed an open contract, and then got this pretty cool security force gig. Ended up working in DC at the presidential duty, so that was pretty cool. And then did 5 years, got out, used the GI Bill, went to college, got a job with my degree and hated it. So,
what was your degree in?
Business administration.
Yeah.
With a focus in data analytics.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because he's really good at org charts, spreadsheets.
Yeah.
But what you're better at is what?
Just like anything hands-on, really.
Yeah, you like working with your hands. You come from that, you grew up doing that, right?
Yeah.
Danny approached me, and I think you had enough comfort working with me that you felt you could approach me.
Yeah.
So what'd you say?
Hey, do you want to partner on something, and I'll do all the work? And
what did I say? Hell no?
No, you're like, yeah, let's do it.
So, and let me tell you the strategy behind this. So personally for me, anytime you have a great employee, somebody who you can see, now first of all, he didn't ask us day one when he walked in the door. He spent about 13 months proving himself, willing to do everything, and now he's trying to make a move himself. This is an area that we know that one of our students did well in, so I said, what the hell, let's go for it. Could possibly change his life, get him flipping houses on his own, and really hone his skill set. So Danny, we're gonna let you walk through his property and tell us what your plans are.
All right.
Okay.
So immediate curb appeal isn't great. We're gonna get rid of this bush here. You can see metal supports they have here at an angle, so those are all gonna go. And there's gonna be wood posts and do actual wood railings and everything.
We got coyotes back there? Or is that just a herd of dogs? You hear them before?
No, and I've been here till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning working. I've never heard that before.
That's something going on. All right, so your plan is to replace this with wood?
Yeah.
How long will that take you?
It'll probably be a weekend project.
Weekend project. You think this would just make the curb appeal way better?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just update it, modernize it. I mean, this stuff is so out of style.
My goal would be touch this last and see where you're at on it, because you may want to paint it.
Yeah. If I do that, then I'd still have to straighten this out and move it over.
Yeah, so just all about effort and time, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was some like rotted stuff all underneath there. I tore all that out.
All right, so how did we acquire this property?
Alex Molsoff.
Alex Molsoff, what's up? He's one of our former students.
Yeah.
Did he wholesale this deal to us?
Yeah.
So one of the students that we trained, this is the coolest thing. Biggest compliment that I could give is a student wholesaling me a deal. So we bought the deal from one of our students, right?
Yeah.
Did he try to get us for all the money that he possibly could?
Yeah.
Good for you, Alex.
Yeah, you learned well.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're walking through. Let's go check it out. So
the guy had a grill here.
Okay.
And it melted a bunch of the siding.
All right, so we're gonna have to replace all this siding in the
So
front.
this is, it's gonna be from that corner.
Yep.
There. And then I'm gonna end it here, and it's gonna be like the vinyl rock stuff. So it's gonna look like stone.
Run that by Eden first, please.
Okay. All right, I'll run that.
No creativeness on this first one. I've seen how this could go.
Okay.
Like the guy wants to show you everything he's got, and then you're like, "The hell do we have here, dude?"
Yeah, I mean that would be like the side to go, or you could just replace the side.
Yeah, I like this wood thing. I don't know if it's the most cost-effective idea. I like where your head's at on it. Run all that by Eden before you do it. I would also take a picture of this. Personally, we have another great student, and we have actually one of our students working on our property. Here's the deal. If you're in our community, this will just tell you. And if you're local and you're in our community, you're going to really benefit from it. Like, we just had a guy, he decided to quit his job, and now he's doing HVACs for us pretty much full time, and now we feel like we have somebody who actually looks out for our interest. What are we doing on this roof?
The roof, I mean, it's in pretty good shape. There's a couple shingles that might need to be addressed.
Let's go through what else is next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm painting all this.
Yep.
Clean up that corner there.
So when you say clean up that corner, what is the skill set that you need to do to clean up that corner?
So you can't just put concrete on a corner and hope it'll stay.
I've seen some of our guys do that.
Yeah, so I'd put Tapcon screws in, and metal wire, and it acts as rebar. and then that's when you put your concrete in, and then so the concrete has something to hold to, and then just skim it and clean it up.
Are you missing one important point is that you are going to put your boards right here, right? You're going to form it, or are you not going to form it?
Yeah, I'll form it after when I put the concrete in.
Okay.
But I mean, with a small corner like this, it can just, like, it doesn't have to be like strong forms, because it's, I mean,
yeah,
it's just a tiny little corner. Right when we walk in the living room, I was gonna blow this whole wall out.
Yeah.
And open it up into the kitchen and do a whole new kitchen.
Now you came to me with that idea at the time. I haven't seen the house. This is my first time seeing the house, right? I've never looked at it. What did I say?
Why? Why are you gonna do all that, spend all that money? I was just fixated on it because originally there was, you could see there was a tiny little doorway right here. This whole living room just seemed so closed in. I was like, well, we can, you know, merge both ideas and just open this doorway up.
Right.
And instead of this tiny little 30-inch doorway, now we have this nice grand open.
So this just gave it enough. You didn't need to go all the way, and you don't have to mess with your kitchen.
Yeah.
In fact, we can keep the same cabinets. Oh, these are nice cabinets.
They're actually homemade.
Have you opened up the fridge yet?
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
Nice.
But this fridge has gotta go, right? This light wasn't working, so I had to run some new electrical, and I put new switches. This is what the switches used to look like. And they had some janky, like, daisy chain wiring.
Oh yeah, that looks horrible. So now it's pretty much going to those new plugs, right? For electrical, like versus the screws, you're using like those things that you plug in now. Is that where kind of everybody's transitioning to, or are you still using wire nuts?
I use wire nuts and junction boxes in the attic. So instead of having some janky daisy chains in here inside the outlets, it goes up into a junction box and it's all properly wired and switched. So before, I noticed the way it was wired, this light wouldn't work unless this light was on.
Nice.
So you could sit here and flip the switch all day.
So now you have it on a two-way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now this one, they're separate.
Cool.
They're not daisy chained together.
This is a converted garage, so this is like a mudroom right over here, right?
Yeah. So this whole wall was shaky. I think his son did a lot of work after the fact. So the entry into the house from the garage used to be right here, and the stairs went down there. So this is new subfloor. This is all framed properly, so it's...
What's there? What's behind there? Is that a closet?
It's the stairs going down to the basement.
Ah, okay, got it.
And they had some like half wall things.
All right, so you got this all looking right. Am I gonna hit my head on that thing big time?
I'm gonna put a foam thing, like corner there.
All right.
But
this is the deck that you're saying that needs to go?
The whole thing's rotted. This thing's trash. It's got a tree going through it, so that's gonna get taken out. That shed, I'm gonna refurbish that thing.
Refurbish it. Does that mean just like blow and go in the paint?
Well, there's a lot of rotted wood, so I'm gonna have to replace some wood.
Should I tell him now that this is a waste of time?
Waste of time, just tear the whole thing out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna rebuild this shit.
Yeah.
Forget. Tell me in the comments if Danny should rebuild that shed that looks like I could lean on it and fall over. Yeah, that's a definitely admirable, but that one, you know what I would do over here? You see this thing right here?
Yeah, that's gonna go.
No, I just load it up with that stuff.
Just burn it?
Burn it, man. Yeah, I mean, what I would do is as you're tearing stuff out, get this fire rolling and just freaking...
Burn the deck, burn the shed?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have Maynard just clear all these little trees and stuff out.
Yeah, throw those in the fire too.
So I've got all this framed in, and I got these blocks. I got these stairs supported. They were wobbly and shaky. Now they're, you know, nice and sturdy. Planning on having this side of the basement finished.
When you say finished, what are we talking about on the floors?
It's just LVP.
So we gotta cut out some of this drywall right here that's got some...
Yeah, all that bottom stuff's gonna get cut out. So this side of the basement's gonna be unfinished, you know, black ceiling, white walls, gray floors.
Yeah, clean some of this stuff up here.
Yeah.
Let's clean the electrical panel up.
Originally I was gonna put the washer and dryer like upstairs.
So you gotta make this area finished too a little bit if you're doing this thing right here. If you're putting your washer and dryer in here, you need to make this look like real clean at least. Some lighting, a couple shelves, some counter space. We want to make that area. So my suggestion would be, I would have told you keep it inside here, your washer and dryer, but I don't think it's a big deal. But I would definitely try to make this as nice of an area as possible. So that would be just my one suggestion. So what are we doing here? What's this little thing?
These were temporary supports. They're gonna get cut out. I'm gonna box in a little base here and then just finish this up. I was thinking about chipping away the concrete here, but I don't know how these are actually.
No. I honestly, you know what? I honestly would just wall them off, both of them. I wouldn't even cut this part out here.
So just build a wall here and stop it there, and then build a wall here. And stop it here.
Yep. Be easier.
Yeah.
You know, and that's still going to give you plenty of space over here.
And then this is just going to be a closet. This is where the stairs originally were going into the basement. They started right here and it went down.
Oh, so you changed all this?
No.
Oh, okay.
This was already changed at one point, but it was so janky. This bathroom is all plastic tile, so this is all getting garbage. I didn't even know they made plastic tiles. So we need a smaller vanity so it doesn't take up as much room. Just, paint new tile.
Yeah, this one just needs to be completely redone.
Yeah.
New tile, lights, little couple cans in here.
Yeah.
Make this thing nice and bright. Okay, cool.
All these bedrooms are just gonna be some quick cosmetic. We do have some good hardwood floors underneath, but then we do have some issues with
splicing some stuff in.
Some old water damage.
Yeah, we just need to put some new hardwoods in there. So this is a whole new gut job here.
Yeah, I wanted to touch base with you on how far you want to go. Because, we could save this for
No, that's not worth saving.
Okay.
So this is worth making completely brand new. This is your best selling feature of the house. So ideally, if we can eliminate that window, because you're doing some re-siding anyways, right, with that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can take that all the way to the top, or if you want to keep it there. But I think we take the tile all the way to the top, make this thing look really nice. Yeah, because this is our best bathroom, Are we 1, 2, 3, so 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 4 bedrooms, and 2 bath actually, is what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it'll be a four bed, 1.5 bath. I was thinking about just LVPing over top everything and having seamless floors throughout the entire house.
I think people are gonna like hardwoods way better, but if we have to do that, we can. If it's less expensive, but we can at least get a price. So you're in front of your first flip. So originally, what was the budget?
25.
25,000.
25,000.
So $25,000 budget. Do you still think we're on track with that? Okay.
I think we're still on track.
What have you learned so far on the project? You're only a few weeks in.
There's a lot of stuff that you can't see surface level, especially when the place looks like an episode of Hoarders. Like there was some improper wiring.
Expect the unexpected?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, is it fun though?
Yeah. I'm having a blast over
Yeah, it's fun like when you're doing your first one because it's something that you can be proud of, but at the same time there's certain things that you feel like, man, if I could find somebody else to help me out here, that's just one less thing I'd have to do. What did we acquire it for? $105,000. 25,000 into it. We got money cost on the deal. What's the anticipated sales price?
Probably close to 200.
We said 180 on the low end,
Yeah.
and 220 on the high end.
Yeah.
Probably looking at 200, unless the interest rates come down a lot. So we need to get this job done probably by the end of January. Do you think that's doable?
By myself, no.
Okay, so by yourself, when is it doable?
February, March.
All right.
End of February, early March.
All right, so by the end of February, you feel like you can get it done, maybe get some help, you could be done by the end of January?
Yeah.
Danny gives us a lot of pride. There's not a lot of people these days who want to work hard in this generation. If you're in this generation, you should want to work hard, get ahead, find a job, work it so you can learn a skill set, and then you might be able to get your first flip inside of 12 months. The potential profit here is between $50,000 to $60,000. Danny gets half that profit. That'll help you out quite a bit, huh?
Yeah.
Peace.